I did not expect this pellet grill to do this to this brisket. This was my first brisket on here, and honestly, I didn't know what to expect. It's 5:30 in the morning. Let's make a brisket for one of our customers using the new Z grill. Already trimmed that brisket. Now it's time to put it in. Okay, but first let me tell you about the Wi-Fi capabilities of this pellet grill. It's pretty cool. It's very easy to set up. Just set up with the network name and password, and then you'll see the grill. Then you can just go ahead and connect to it and turn it on. I'm doing a little test run at 350. This is not what I'm smoking or cooking at. I just shut it off. There you can see it is connecting to it accurately. Now that that's out the way, we're going to be smoking this brisket. We're going to be putting it in there. I already trimmed it, like I said. I'm going to throw it in here at 300 degrees, and we have our tallow. I'm doing a hot and fast mixed in with the slow and low. So I like to do 300 for about an hour and then drop it down to 250. It's been working really well. And injecting it with beef broth, dude, this has been a game changer. I really like the beefy flavor. So if you never tried it, I would say give it a try, man. I think you'll like the injection part. It keeps it nice and moist, and it gives it just like that deep beef flavor. But yeah, just get yourself a needle and just inject it on the point and on the flat. So I thought this was super clever by Z Grills, putting the probes, and it has like a little grommet on the side. I love this. It just makes so much sense. Other pellet grills don't really have this option, so I just like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and set it at 250 and set one on the flat and one on the point, and we're gonna be monitoring this and checking on it, all right? And we're looking for that 175. We're right just there. So we're gonna go ahead and pull this off and wrap it. And we have our tallow. I'm making some beef short ribs as well. They're super good, man. This is my first cook on it, and I'm already impressed how evenly it cooks. So I got some aluminum foil. I've been using aluminum foil over butcher paper. I don't know, it's been working out well, so I'm just gonna stick to that for now. But yeah, get your beef tallow in here, pour a generous amount, and don't get rid of that beef tallow or beef trimmings. I'm going to use it for beef chicharrones later. I'm not going to show it in the video, but I did serve it to my customer. They loved it. So inject some more beef broth. I feel like it helps, keeps it moist, and steam it and like kind of braise it at the same time. So definitely like using the beef broth and the tallow, right? So now that you have it nice and tight in the aluminum foil, we're going to throw it back into the smoker. Same temperature, 250. All right, we're going to throw it at that bottom rack. I do like this little removable rack, like this little 6-inch rack, because it's pretty nice. It's pretty neat. Like you can throw big meats and then put that rack up top. Sometimes it's in the way, you know? So anyways, now that I have this back in, I'm going to put the probes back in there to monitor the temperature. All right, and we're going to close this thing up. Once we reach that 203 internal temp, we're going to go ahead and pull this off. All right, and our beef ribs, they're pretty much getting ready to be wrapped, but I'm not showing that in this video. It's all about the brisket, baby. So now that we pulled it off, this is important. You want to open it up a little bit and keep checking the temperature for it to cool down. So you want to bring this temperature down to like about 160 before you wrap it again. I put some tallow once I reached that temperature, and then I covered it, and then I put it back into the smoker almost to like food warm it, but I had it at like 160. So yeah, I kept it in here for about 1 hour and then I put it in the blanket for another 2 hours. Now that I'm removing it, we're going to open this thing up. Temperature should already have cooled down to hey guys, it would mean a lot if you guys would go ahead and subscribe to my channel, Orozco's Kitchen. Thank you. Very good temperature to go ahead and slice. So we're going to go ahead and slice into this thing. Woo! Look at that smoke ring. Man, it's juicy. Nice smoke ring. Good bark. Honestly, I'm getting better at briskets, man. And this is the method that I like. Look at all that juice coming off of it. It's just, the combo works, you know. It took me about 6 or 7 hours to cook this whole thing. Like I said, it's like the hot in the beginning and then slow. So it's been working. So we're going to go ahead and plate this up for the customer. They were absolutely happy with this brisket. No complaints. They loved it. And yeah, I sold this brisket for about $120. And yeah, I know I'm not making much, but that's okay. It's all about making the customer happy and making some good barbecue. Later, we can talk about maybe raising prices. But for now, I'm just starting. I'm having fun, getting better every day. Here's some of that point. Very good. I am going to try just a tiny bit because I don't really want to eat the customer's food, but I did want to try it for the video. So there's a little bit left over on the side that I'm going to try for you guys. But yeah, this is what $120 gets you. I'm going to try the little brisket. That's really good.